Yo, what's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be going over the MLB slate on DraftKings and Yahoo for Wednesday, August the 14th. In this video, I'm going to be covering the night slate. We do have a 6-game night slate to go along with a really big early slate. I did cover the early on DraftKings for today, so if you want to check that out, there is a video up already on my channel. Definitely would appreciate it if you would check that video out if you are planning to play the early slate. But let's go ahead and start off with this night slate, start off with pitching. I'll work our way through the player pool. I'll be sure to hit on all the pitchers that I like for today. Then we'll look at 3 specific hitters I really like. We'll talk about some stacks that I'll be going to. And then towards the end of the video, for those of you interested in BVP, we will cover some BVP at the end of the video. Just before we do get started, guys, I would definitely appreciate it if you would drop a like on the video. And if you are new to the channel, make sure you click that subscribe button down below. Would appreciate it if you would subscribe. Make sure you subscribe so that way you don't miss out on any of my new videos. But at the top, Clayton Kershaw, our most expensive option today. He's $11,800 in a matchup with the Marlins. Kershaw was expected to pitch Tuesday, but got his start pushed back to Wednesday. Dustin May wound up starting on Tuesday. Kershaw just by far the number one option on this slate, because if you just look at the other pitchers on this slate, Aaron Nola, a really good pitcher, but in a tough matchup against the Cubs. Cole Hamels, a decent pitcher, but also in a tough matchup against the Phillies. Then you just have like mediocre pitchers like Marco Gonzalez, Brad Keller, Steven Matz. So Kershaw is going to be the guy I go to a lot today. I would expect he's going to be my highest owned pitcher. There's just no pitcher on this slate that I think has the kind of upside that Kershaw has in this matchup. Kershaw's not like an elite strikeout pitcher, but he can definitely get Ks, especially in this matchup, because the Marlins do have plenty of strikeouts in their lineup. They have a low total, 3 implied run total. It's a great pitcher's park in Marlins Park. Kershaw's a heavy favorite. I expect pretty good outing out of Kershaw here. If I had to predict an outing for him, it's probably going to be like 7 innings, maybe gives up 1 run, probably gets like 8 or 9 strikeouts and gets you 25, 30 DraftKings points. So I like Kershaw a lot, definitely going to be the guy I go to the most at SP1. Then for SP2, there's multiple ways you can go. I don't think there's any clear SP2 option. You could definitely go to Marco Gonzalez against the Tigers. I do like that matchup a lot, but Marco Gonzalez is $8,700. And since you're already paying nearly $12K for Kershaw, it is pretty tough to get Gonzalez in there and then still get the bats you want. Brad Keller at home against the Cardinals, I don't think it's the worst play at $7,500. Dallas Keuchel, though he's my favorite at home against the Mets for $6,800. He's going to be a guy that I go to a lot at SP2. Looking at Yahoo's pricing, I definitely think Keuchel's a good play at $37 as an SP2. You could get to Marco Gonzalez for $40 if you wanted to, but I'm just going to save the $3 and play Keuchel here against the Mets. He's going to be the SP2 that I go to the most today. So the Mets do have some strikeouts in their lineup versus left-handed pitching. Keuchel's not a strikeout pitcher. He has had some starts, though, this year where he did get some Ks. Like against the Royals, he had 12 Ks through 6 innings. Probably going to be Keuchel's like best, in terms of strikeouts, it's going to be his best outing ever. He's just not a pitcher that goes out there and gets 12 Ks. In this matchup with the Mets, I'd say a good outing for him would probably be about 6 innings. Maybe gives up 2 or 3 runs, gets about 5-6 strikeouts, picks up the win, gets you about 20 DraftKings points. I think we can expect that from Keuchel here, and at $6,800, if you play him and Kershaw together, you're still left with over $3,900 remaining per player. So this is probably going to be the pairing that I use the most today. If you want to save a little bit of salary off of Keuchel, you could definitely go to Dakota Hudson at $6K against the Royals. I think he's in play for a value pitcher. Even a guy like Dylan Peters against the Pirates. Peters not the best pitcher, but he's cheap. He's in a decent matchup, I guess. Just looking at the SP2s on the slate, there's really no clear standout best SP2 play. I think a lot of the SP2 options are just kind of like up in the air. So I expect a lot of my builds are going to be Kershaw at SP1 and then just shifting through a bunch of different guys for SP2. Keuchel, though, would be my favorite. If I was just making one lineup today, Keuchel and Kershaw would be the pairing that I would use. But now let's go ahead and talk about some bats since we pretty much hit on all the pitchers I like for today. So there's going to be a team that I go to a lot today. That's going to be the Mariners here versus Edwin Jackson. Now I did stack a lot of Royals against Edwin Jackson in his last start, and Edwin Jackson, to my surprise, was pretty good. Only allowed 4 hits and 1 run through 6 innings. Did give up a inside the park home run to Whit Merrifield. The Tigers are going to keep him in the rotation. He's going to get another start here against the Mariners. The Mariners are not a good lineup, but they do have some power bats that can hit right-handed pitching. 2 guys that definitely stand out are Domingo Santana and Dan Vogelbach. 2 guys that have power. I like both of them today, and if I'm stacking the Mariners, those are going to be the two guys I go to the most. So on DraftKings, Vogelbach is $4,300 and Santana is $4,400. On Yahoo, Vogelbach is $16 and Santana way too cheap in my opinion at only $13. I like both of those guys a lot on Yahoo as well. But definitely going to be stacking up the Mariners here. They don't have the best lineup, but the 1 through 6 is definitely stackable with Malik Smith, Crawford, Santana, Vogelbach. You have Narvaez as a catcher option. Then you have Kyle Seager at third base. That 1 through 6 stack is probably going to be the stack that I go to the most. Austin Nola, Keon Broxton, D. Gordon, probably not guys I'm going to be playing much of today. But the 1 through 6, specifically like the 2 through 4 or the 2 through 5, that's what I really like from the Mariners. Edwin Jackson, just not a good pitcher. I know he had a good start in his debut with the Tigers, but I'm not really buying into that. This is definitely going to be a guy I look to stack against pretty much any time he's on the mound. So I do like some Mariners bats here, and I love Vogelbach and Santana. Both guys with plenty of power. Definitely have a chance to take Jackson deep here. These are two guys I'm going to be going pretty heavy on today, whether it's full stacks or mini stacks. But now to fill out my DraftKings 5, another team that I think you can target are the Cardinals. I did mention Brad Keller as a cheap SP2 option if you want to go to him. I'd probably more side, though, with the Cardinals bats. They do have a 5.3 implied run total, and they do have some value in their lineup. Specifically, Dexter Fowler's projected leadoff for only $3,800. Matt Carpenter, projected at 6th, is only $3,800. I do like Carpenter a lot as a value on DraftKings. He's going to be a guy that I go to quite a bit today. And on Yahoo, I think you can definitely target Carpenter as well. He's at third base, and he's only $9. So he's going to be a guy that I play a lot of. And I do like some of these Cardinals bats, specifically the 1 through 6. Molina, Wong, and Thomas I'll probably avoid. But I do like the 1 through 6, and I do like the cheap value that you get out of this Cardinals lineup. Brad Keller, just a mediocre pitcher at best. He will definitely give up home runs to left-handed hitters. Carpenter does have power versus righties. Even though he's only hit 10 home runs on the year, this is still a guy that does have a lot of power, can put the barrel on the ball. So I like Carpenter a lot as a value option today from the Cardinals. But these are my 5 plays today for DraftKings and for Yahoo. Now let's go ahead and look at some stacks, and then we'll talk about BVP before we end the video. So my favorite stack today for this night slate is going to be the Mariners here versus Edwin Jackson. Mariners are going to be a team I load up on. Also do like the Cardinals versus Brad Keller. And another team that I'm going to be pretty heavy on is the Braves versus Steven Matz. I didn't mention any Braves in my 5 plays, but if you can find a way to fit them in, the Braves are definitely a stack that I like today. They're not cheap. You're definitely going to have to pay for them, but in lineups where I don't have Kershaw, I'll probably go to the Braves because I just feel like they have so much upside here versus Steven Matz. So that's kind of it for me for stacks for today. Now looking at BVP real quick before we end the video. There's just 3 BVP plays for this night slate. JT Realmuto, he has some decent BVP off of Cole Hamels. He's gone 4 for 11, just a small sample size, but has gone 4 for 11. Freddie Freeman, he does have some good BVP off of Steven Matz. He's gone 6 for 20 with a home run. And then lastly, Albert Pujols, he's got some decent BVP off of Chris Archer. He's gone 6 for 18 with the home run. So that's it for BVP for the night slate, and I think that is it for this video, guys. Like I said at the beginning of the video, if you are planning to play the early slate that we have for today, Wednesday's got a big early slate, 9 games on DraftKings. I did make a video for that early slate. I would really appreciate it if you would check that video out. By the time you're watching this video, the early slate video will already be up. So make sure you check that out if you're planning to play the early slate. Make sure you drop a like on this video if you did enjoy. If you have not subscribed yet, be sure you hit that subscribe button as well. And like always, if you do have any questions, feel free to leave them down in the comment section below. Or like always, you can hit me up on Twitter at the DFS_GOAT. Feel free to message me on Twitter if you do have any questions. But yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed. Make sure you check out both videos for today. Make sure you drop a like and subscribe. NFL is approaching soon, and I'm going to have NFL content ramping up soon. Going to be uploading every week for NFL. Probably going to be making videos for the showdown slates as well. Even like the 2-game primetime slates, I'll probably have videos up for those. I'm very excited for this NFL season. Very excited to start making content and playing NFL DFS. Probably my favorite DFS sport by far. I'll have content up for DraftKings and for Yahoo. Yahoo probably is going to be running some really big tournaments this year again like they did last year. Very excited to see what they're offering this year. So make sure you are subscribed so that way you don't miss out on any of my MLB videos that I'm uploading daily, but also with NFL approaching, I will be making NFL videos every week for every slate, so gotta make sure that you are subscribed. But good luck tonight, guys. Appreciate you watching the video, and we will see you in the next one. Peace.